Post up, round in it, flossing on that. This diamond, my diamond. This rock, my rock. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimmy if this is your first time here. I definitely am swooping through today to hit y'all with a video about highlighting and contouring. I feel like it's been like forever since I actually did a video and uploaded a video, because I feel like I've had so much craziness going on in my everyday life. Y'all know I have 436 kids in my homeroom. And then just everything else has been super hectic. Last night I had a dream that all of my teeth fell out. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So if you're a part of tarot card Twitter or Mercury in retrograde YouTube, then hit me in the comments and tell me exactly what that's supposed to mean, because I have no clue. So like I said, today is going to be focusing on highlighting and contouring. If you don't know what highlighting and contouring are, highlighting is when you definitely try to go for a brightened under eye area. So I'll talk about what products to use for that. And contouring just means that you are creating shadows where they don't really exist. So all of my little chubby girls know about contouring, because we definitely have to create some dimension in our faces. So we contour to do that. And I really, honestly, no matter what size or shape you are, don't know anybody that doesn't contour. A lot of people requested this video, so here it is. If you like this look, go ahead and stay tuned, because I'm about to get into it right now. Okay, so I've already pretty much done my entire face, obviously, except for the highlight and contour routine. So I've got my foundation on, I've got my eyes on, I've got everything done except for what I'm about to show you now. The first step in any highlight and contour routine is to go ahead and put your highlight on, your under eye concealer on immediately after you finish your foundation. So for today, I'm going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. And this is actually a foundation and a concealer, so it could be double duty, but in the shade that I got it in, it's meant to be a highlight concealer only, because it definitely does not match my skin tone. So this is the product. What I will say about this product is that a little bit goes a long way. So you really, although this is a small jar, you really only need a little bit of this product. So don't put too much if you are going to use this. So you can take any kind of flat concealer brush to put this on. I'm just going to use this BH Cosmetics brush. I like it because it's really small and it's not going to let me overdo it with this product. And the spots that you want to hit when you're doing highlight and contour is you definitely want to get under your eyes. You can get right here on your chin, down the bridge of your nose, and then on your forehead. All of these spots are completely optional and up to you. Whatever you want to highlight, that's where you'll put the concealer. The next step is to take a damp beauty blender. Make sure it's damp with water, but not soaking or saturated with water. And then you want to go ahead and start blending out the concealer under your eyes first and making your way around the rest of your face. So I totally forgot to mention that when you are choosing a shade that you want to highlight your under eye with and highlight your face with, you want to go 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone. If you go any darker than that, it's really not going to show up, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the highlighted under eye. But if you go any lighter than 2 to 3 shades, then you're going to be out here looking like a ghost, and that's just bad business. So nobody wants to look ashy or like, you were in a fight with a bag of flour. So just make sure you keep it 2 to 3 skin tones lighter than your skin. Once you have all of your areas blended, then you're gonna go ahead and take your translucent powder. The translucent powder that I have been obsessed with lately is the flower powder by BAKERIE. This is the yellow flower powder. I know it comes in like different shades, but I have the yellow one, and I swear like it is just so perfect. Like it just is really thin, and so you take your damp beauty blender and you press it into the skin, and it literally just like melts into the skin. So you're going to take your beauty blender, you're going to dip it into the flower powder, and then you are just going to start to tap it into the skin where you highlighted. If you like to bake, you can take a little bit more powder and press it into the same areas, but I don't really bake all the time, so I don't feel the need to do that. So I just put it where I need it, and then I'm gonna move on to the next step. Next step in my routine is I take my Morphe E58 brush and my Sephora, why can't I remember what this is called? My Sephora MICROSMOOTH powder, and then I'm gonna just set all of the areas in my face around where I highlighted. I just want to say that like Alyssa actually really scared the shit out of all of us because she said that the MICROSMOOTH powder was going to be discontinued, and I think that actually turned out not to be true because it's definitely restocked on Sephora.com. So all of us like went crazy rushing to the stores to buy more of this, and it was all for no reason because they restocked. So thank you, Alyssa. The next step is completely optional. It depends on how extra you really want to be. I don't always cream contour, but when I do cream contour, I use the Colourpop sculpting stick, and I use the shade Typo. I know that they have since changed the names because the darker shades had like a whole bunch of shady shit happening with them. Like they had like names like Typo and like some other stuff, so I know that they definitely did change the name because that's not what's popping. So usually I take these and I go where I would normally contour, so like the hollows of the cheek, and then I put it down here as well, and then I put some here, and then I put a little bit on my forehead. You can also do it on the sides of your nose if you would like to do that. Okay. And so whatever you choose to do, you just need to make sure that you blend it out really well. So for this part, I take my Real Techniques orange brush, and then I kind of like sweep it upward. So I'm working in circular motions, but I'm definitely like sweeping it towards the center of my cheek. You want to be really, really light-handed with this because you definitely don't want harsh lines. I'm always talking to you guys about harsh lines because you just don't want to look like you have streaks on your face. And it doesn't take a whole lot to blend these out. In fact, like if you blend too hard, you might kind of like make the product disappear, and that's not what you want either. sometimes just using the warmth of your hand will help you blend any cream products out a little bit better than using a brush. So sometimes I just go in with my fingers and blend. And then you can always go back in with the brush just to kind of like get it perfect. After I do my cream products, then I go in with the Black Radiance True Contour Palette. And this is in the medium to dark shade. And then I also use my Morphe E4 brush. And I just kind of set wherever I went over the cream with a powder. After that, I go ahead and take that same damp beauty blender and I kind of like roll it over the two areas so that they meet and that they marry each other, because you still don't want to have those harsh lines. And if you can see anything, then I feel like this really helps. The next step in the routine is to go ahead and put your blush on. I am super excited because I just got this NARS Wanted palette and I haven't used it yet, and it's like such a pretty palette. This palette has 6 shades and it is just like so pretty. All the shades are super pigmented. I'm going to be using the shade Queen, which is like this hot pink shade in the bottom corner. And for my highlight today, I am going to be using the Mercier highlighter, and this is in the shade Seduction. I'm going to really quickly go through all my lip color and then I will meet you back here. Okay guys, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed making it for you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and do that. And while you're there, go ahead and hit the like button on this video. Make sure you turn on the notification bells so that you can be the first person to know when I upload a new video. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will make sure I respond to you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.